I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup, find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Lit check, been a minute, let me hit the homies in a group text. 10 years, same team, true vets. Got a couple trophies, but no chains on the neck. No. Got a couple Cardis, we don't flood with baguettes. It's a very small world, so my hand holds. Wake up, make the money, that's a man's role. Loyalty and love is what I stand for. Can't forget about trust, but first, please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup, find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, oh, oh. It's the weekend, we've been working. I'll be posted, fire side. Bring my boys in, bring your girls in. We'll be posted up all night. Limited edition, not the regular one. We shut down the city like when presidents come. I am not a rookie, I'm a veteran, bruh. Promise I'ma take it easy later on. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup, find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, SOS, oh. Please fill my cup.
Damn, feeling lucky. How about most streets? Us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet. Caught up in these talks. Circling my head top. Should've been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made it out of 11 more. Like my phone cortex, so I can't stop. I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you wanted to. Remember that I said was you.
Harold, you said you was watching a crypto show. You're watching strippers. Are you on OnlyFans?
Turn around, eat your greens. When you fight, but you do real clean. Then you come to the bed and you love real dirty. Everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring it, let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I've had the same piece. The shops at the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? Wanna eat these centerpiece? Where we gonna go? You're gonna eat these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boo. Sneaking up on you, there's nothing you can do. There's things about the boom. I lose control when you do it like that. Ain't got you love when I go mad. Got you at the perfect time.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like on, I just want to say thank you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane and I am your guide tonight as we take a look at the market today and what's going on with Bitcoin, the scenarios we talked about. Well, looks like we may be getting that guy. We'll have to dive into that. Want to start the
Oh, you did not prepare, Road Dogg. You suck.
Want to start tonight on a positive note though, before we get into some crazy talk. This young little lady over here, give me crypto deals. 150 subscribers over here, 8 videos, new YouTuber over here. I just happened to catch up on her. She's into helium mining, right? Pretty savvy girl. If you're into helium mining and you want to see what that's all about, great person to follow. But pleased to see that she's also talking about expanding out to the other videos, because I can tell she's got some skills. Listening to her talk, she knows what she's talking about. She's got some crypto experience, been in it for a while, and does analysis on some, I don't know about technical analysis, but fundamental analysis, whatever. But she's going to be releasing some coin videos in the future, and I am actually eager to see what she puts out. So shout out to Give Me Crypto Deals. Love her eyes, man. And I love that microphone. Oh. It makes me want to grab mine out and put it back on. I've been really tempted. Love the shirt. SM55.
Love them.
She won me over with that. Even though, I'll let her explain it. But if you can, give her a like and a subscribe. That would help her out. Just be a cool thing to do if you feel, if your spirit leads you there. Leads me over to this, talking about liking and subscribing. Ben Armstrong says that he's retiring from crypto YouTube. Says, I quit, parentheses, for real this time. Thank you, crypto YouTube. Man, I don't know, dude. My feelings on this, I sympathize with him. I do. I used to watch him a lot. I watched him before he started doing his live stream and before he made his big O come up. Back when he was against a little brick wall background, shilling coins and things, which, yeah. Me coming back into crypto from a hiatus, I'm like, okay, well, you must know what you're talking about. Let's still a noob. This is before I learned TA and everything, people. And then he came on and, you know, he did some cool things. But it was a time in his life before the money changed him. Money is a lot like cocaine, so they say. If you're an asshole before you use it, it'll make you a bigger asshole. Sorry to be so blunt, but things you need to think about as you're now pursuing this path to crypto wealth and crypto riches. You know, be ready for what that enables. The temptations and things that will bring your way. And I don't know, it was an interesting video to watch. You know, said it cost him $25,000 a week to do his live stream. I'm like, what? I was like, you're definitely doing something wrong. But I mean, so I don't know. But it was a little hard. Some of it pulled at my heartstrings because, you know, he mentioned about losing everything, and I've been there where I've made dumb choices. And I paid dearly for those choices and mistakes I've made in the past. And I've lost everything. But so I can feel that. I can identify with that. But you got to realize it was those dumb choices that kind of got you there. And until you kind of get yourself back on the right track where you were on before, God was high in your life, man. You were trying to set values. Your values just seemed so much more, well, they were there were admirable values there, and they've kind of changed. And I just think you have to ask yourself if maybe those change in values led to your change in your situation. And I'm not trying to preach or anything, but I don't know. I just, you know, my prayers are with him that maybe he'll figure out this mess that he's got himself into. So let's get on into the crypto market here. Let's shout out to everybody that's here watching. You're watching me live or watching me later. Hopefully I can give you some insights and maybe we can learn things. Maybe we learn some things together. This is a community channel and it's all about you guys, man. Right now I'm fighting with my computer here, trying to get my chat box to work with me so I can drag him over. What's going on with you, man? Seriously. Okay, let's close you. Let's open a new one. And drag you over here. Okay. It's got a little URL. Watch my live stream get hacked or something. Somebody come in. I don't know if it's safe to throw this up or not, but I do. Shout out to everybody here in the chat. I got that annoying box up. Won't let me do anything. We got Dave P, Strega, Haven. Glad to see you guys. Haven says, so short Bitcoin? Woo. Man, I think that thing's been shorted for a while, to be honest with you. I've said my pieces on Bitcoin. I mean, there's as tactfully as I can, but I'm more interested in coins that actually have a purpose. They actually have a legitimate function, mathematical function that makes a difference on the blockchain. So that's why I'm a little bit slow to meme coins and hesitant for projects that don't do a whole lot. But that's a hot narrative right now, so hey, who am I to say? Look at Bitcoin that's coming. I'm on a 2-hour chart here, man. 2-hour chart. Let's zoom out to the daily, because it's always good to zoom out. And really, when you look at the charts, you should get in the habit of doing the larger time frames and working your way down to whatever time frame that you're trading. Or else you will get confused, and they will sneak one over on you. You know, I wonder if that's just part of their strategy. We're here in a no trade zone right here. That's what the green cloud means. If you're in a cloud, it's technically a no trade zone. If you're following the Ichimoku strategy, that's what they would tell you. We got rejected at the 50 moving average on the daily. Got these wicks up here, right? Slip to the regular candles. It was this wick that signals a reversal. Did not like that at all. But there's like an emotional, or there's a denial phase up here that you have to go through. Like, is that for real? No. Maybe they can go back up and reclaim it. Listen, you know, say, and that's cool. You got to chill, you know, and watch what's going on. But there are a lot of people really quick to short that. And as you zoom out and think about it, you're just like, well, gosh darn it, they were pretty right on it, weren't they? It's not about guessing what to do. It's about where you are psychologically to do that. They were prepared psychologically with the plan to short at these areas. But if you're all bullish, well, you're just a little bit more hopeful than the shorters are. You got a different mindset. But as the first sign of reversal there, another good sign was breaking this trend line. That's like, or breaking, well, just breaking that one. There's several different things, but listen, I think even Rand's using, Crypto Rand is chart looks like this now, but yeah, it's just following this trend line. This is just the last trend line you got, man. This wick down it, that was it. We came up and we retested it. So I mean, this is clear for everybody to see that trend line. What normally happens is that we get a steeper correction, meaning that we come back and either try to make a W, a bottom pattern, a double bottom of some type. That's around 35,000 or 38,500. What I'm looking for is, we've talked about this every day ad nauseum, but just a retest of this trend line that we've had from this rising wedge breakout. where I'm just expecting it to come back, retest that as a normal correction, and then we carry on our little merry way and start making higher highs and higher lows. And if it breaks that line, I'm going to get real nervous and say, well, gosh darn it, shucks, I need a plan because we're going to drop quick and hard and we could come down to see 32 or 28. No need to worry about that right now, but just kind of in the back of your mind, file it back there, because if you see us going down that way, you can start making plans that way. But this is horrible for our altcoins. Short term, anyway. Why you say that, Road Dog? Well, Bitcoin ain't happy. Bitcoin gonna go down. Altcoins are going to go down a lot more. So we might ought to come over to total 3. On a bigger time frame, on the daily. So we can see what might be happening. The biggest thing was breaking this trend line here and even straighten it up here on the daily. It probably makes it look worse, but we lost it. That was a big thing, losing that. And we also gotta retest that. We're in the cloud again. We're in no man's land. We're coming down. We're getting ready. Money's getting ready to come out of altcoins and most likely go into Tether and stable coins. Maybe some of the Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin dominance. I just did the wrong chart. Because Bitcoin dominance is still headed up. Even though it should be falling just like altcoins are falling, you know, about the trend line. She should be coming down. She has been. But now she's on another leg to the upside, and that's where the money's going. Stable coins and Bitcoin. So even when Bitcoin is on a downslide, Bitcoin is still in the limelight, away from your altcoins and my altcoins, and we saw that coming with this drop break of that trend line. So should you have bailed out of your bags if you're investing and you built your bag in the bear market, like what we stress so much on this channel, went through all this pain down here and you got your positions in? No. Are you crazy? It's just a pullback, baby. We're getting ready for a big move after we find our ground here. We're just in an ABC correction. That's it. Then we start going up. So if you're investing, baby, this is part of the ride. It gets a lot worse, and you need to grab a barf bag or something. If you haven't been down this road before, I mean, the drops they're huge, but they come back up, or they feel huge. But if you got your position established early, maybe ride it out. If you trading, well, maybe trade the right side, because it's short time right now. They're going down. And if you're catching falling knives, you need to be patient, baby, because it's going to be a while before they come to our little targets down here. But this gives us a good opportunity for DCAing for those of you that are more investment types. For your swing traders, you know, there can be some shorting opportunity. I just wouldn't jump in right now because we had a low temporarily. On the daily, we are losing this 9 moving average on total 3. Never a good thing. When you're above the 9, everything's fine. When you drop below it, I ain't got one for that yet. If it's drop below it, you better show it. That makes no sense. We'll get one though. So what are you guys doing? Are you buying? Are you making a plan to buy? I'm watching my Satoshi VM just go down to $2 and something.
Dumbass, I told you not to buy that.
Shh. My degen is trying to deny. My degen is in denial. Funny how that works. So this is a watch list I've got of the coins that are up for the year. 12-month period, I think, is how it's measured out here. These are the hotties. And as I bring it down to the monthly, these are the ones that are still up so far. This little guy seems to have some legs to him. I'm going to check him out tonight. Brawl. I meant to do that last night. On the weekly, more and more are still in the green, but man, it's just a good way to kind of look at the strong ones that we may be kind of overlooking. Another way I like to do is visit over to Tokenmetrics. I like to subscribe, then I like to give this stuff away free to the world. I don't know. It's just what I do. Still kind of bullish according to them. Most trading is Jupiter, Zeta Chain, Shiba Saga, and Manta Network. Manta's still up there, huh? Come over to the ratings. Find out which ones are hot right now for trading. And are they bullish or are they bear? They're bullish on these guys? Really? So far, you mean? They sure are looking kind of red. The thing. Oh, BitTens are still up there. She's still hanging up. No, she's doing good. She's going up while everything's going down. Why are you not on my list? Should you not be here? For real. I don't know how I don't have you on here, Tal. Okay, well, anyway. Appears I lost my page. Guacamole is being kind of spicy. Right above banana gun. But it can't beat chili. And you wonder why the legacy market doesn't take a lot of crypto seriously. I'm just saying. Not that they need to. They can keep their little grimy hands over on other little securities. Grimmer says CTI. Let's see how CTI is doing. This is CoinTrendz. I like this one. I've got a little bit of this one. Oh, I'm on the daily too, right? Looks like a little buyer trap possible. That should be a good sign. Let's see what our indicators look like. They look a little tired here on the daily though. So the question is, will this trend line hold? Here's the thing about this trend line. It's on wicks, okay? That's kind of like going to the outskirts of the parameters, but they're not strong if it gets pushed against. That's the bad thing. That's why they're wicks. The strong parts when you're drawing a pattern are the bodies, and that's what I like to do, which still, according to this, makes me feel a lot better about that trend line that we're on. So moving that trend line back to those bodies, we're still above it. I like that. 9 crossing the 21. I don't see anything bad here. I don't. I see a good likelihood that we will get a bounce off this area. And just like we were looking over here. Oh, it's the mystery song. I don't know what this girl is saying. I don't know if it's naughty or she's saying bucket. She found a bucket. She's pounding the bucket. CoinTrendz looks good to me. I think it's going to get a bounce here. I mean, it might get down to, we're just right above 2 cents. Maybe it dropped to 2 cents or somewhere in a point. I mean, our moving averages are, if I move my cursor over to them, maybe it'll read right. 0.0194 up there in the little green over here. Can you guys see that? Yeah. But the thing about it is, if you ever have you got to make sure that your cursor is all the way to the sides before you get an accurate reading when you're reading that screen over there. So 0.0193, 0.0194, maybe, if you're trying to narrow in, which you're not so good into smaller time frames and see what they look like. Daily looks good. Let's check the 4 hour, see what it looks like. Is it hurting? Above the 200. 200 is holding strong on the 4 hour. That's great. Can't you lose it for a little bit? She's whipped down a little bit, yeah, but that's nice. CoinTrendz is looking kind of juicy. Doing a retest after a bear trap. I think this one might have a nice big move in store. It may have to stumble around for a little bit, but I like what I'm seeing here. We're still in accumulation zone for it, looks like. Till we get above 38 cents, and then maybe we can rock and roll up to 6.4 cents. Let's do this thing, CoinTrendz. You can put the name of the coin that bought your car on the back of your license plate. How's that? CTI. Plain text. The phase is to go on vacation, get a second shot. Sam says, ever heard of ASM, a symbol protocol? No. Is it Cosmos related? WebAssembly? Cosmosm? See if we can find it. ASM. There's ASMatch. What is that? ASMatch. That's not it. There it is, a symbol protocol, right here on the bottom. Hey, up 30% today. That's cool. Oh, I'm on the wrong one for it to tell me what it's going to do. I keep forgetting that. Now on my phone app, I can go over to info and it breaks it down for CoinGecko. But on this website, it nowhere does it tell you what the coins do. They don't give you the information on it. It just is all this crap, and I don't care anything about this crap. So sometimes I like to use CoinMarketCap. So this guy is kind of hot right now. Looks like, ooh, look at that. $12 million trading volume here. Total supply is $1.5 billion. Market cap is, we don't know yet, sadly, because we're on CoinGecko and it's just not telling us. We're going to ditch CoinGecko and we're going to go over to CoinMarketCap, see if it's got any better information for us. I may have to start using DEX tools or some other stuff. They have a symbol protocol. I like to hide everything behind my head. $173 million market cap at the moment, so you're still in small cap territory. What is your rank? It told me earlier and I didn't pay attention. It'll tell us in a minute. All-time high for this guy.
Oh, you gotta duck down so they can see it.
All-time high for this guy, it was 6 cents. We're down 80% from that. Available on Coinbase already. Okay. What did you do? Ascendant Protocol claims to be a blockchain-based global point integration platform. It is claimed that the basic idea behind a simple protocol is to provide its users with an unrestricted opportunity to use their points. Similarly, they use cash anywhere in the world without any time or place constraints. Points. Okay. Okay, so like reward systems and things like that, and geared more hopefully toward businesses, global businesses. Welcome to the Hilton in Mumbai. Oh, you have 1 points. That kind of thing. I don't know. Let's go visit the website. See what. Where's the website? Where am I at? What day is it? Am I Joe Biden? What? Assemble your points on the blockchain. Okay, we got an app. App downloads more than 510,000. Okay. Interesting. Use your points at the Assemble Market. Then you can purchase a variety of products with your integrated points. Payment data is stored on blockchain that we can use to be run ad campaigns. Now, if we start going more toward e-commerce and stuff, ooh, that would be a nice little change to see. Are you Coinbase behind it though? That's some interesting partners. Maybe worth a deep dive on this. Which we're not going to do tonight, other than just look at the website. The main criticism with crypto analysis is make a fundamental analysis based. Well, it's got a cool website. Let's invest in it. We're looking a little deeper, okay. But I mean, for somebody who's really wanting to get in, he's got some good partners. It may be something to really look into. I'm just going to look at the charts because that's That's what we do here, mostly. We can do this though. We can go over here and not that. Put ASM in over here on Tokenmetrics for a quick little fundamental kind of outlook. Because I don't feel like getting a nerd headache tonight. I'm sorry to say. Go over to investor. Let's come down, and we have nothing yet. Okay, so no luck with that idea, but nice move to the upside there. She looks a little pricey in my idea. ASM, let's take a look at it. Ascendable Protocol, Coinbase has got it. Who else has got it? Who else would have had it earlier? Let's go with Coinbase. Up and to the right. It's never a bad sign. It's just when it wants to go down and to the right. Strega says ASM got away. Should have held. You had this, Strega? I believe I'm just hearing about it for the first time. I have not. This one slipped by me somehow. But to be honest with you, the more I'm focused on the YouTube stuff, it does take me away from what I would normally do before I did YouTube, where I was just all over every freaking thing because I had more time. So I'm kind of missing those times. But still, doesn't mean I catch every dang thing at all. There's so many stuff out there. I don't know how anybody can catch things all the time. This one, it's not going to work, dude. It's already. The ship's already sailed on that one. Let's try this one. That one looks to be in play. I'm rocking with this. Baby, I think she due for a pullback. Yo. She's got a onesie and a twosie and a... I'm sorry. I've noticed that I'm doing a lot more Elliott Wave now. It's scaring me because that's not what I normally do, but it's working right now. So it's a tool in my toolbox that is applying. So that's where you're seeing me use it. It's not my go-to by any means. It's really not. A 1 and a 2 and a 3 at the 1618. All right, so the trick that I did here is especially when you get your little wavesies, a 1, 2, 1, 2. If you want to use your fibs, you want to target your third wave right around your 1618 when you're using a fib extension. And if you get in that area, you know you should be there. So this should be our wave 3, meaning that we're now due for a pullback. Or you could just, you know, get that Elliott Wave indicator over here and click it on and see what it says. And as usual, we don't agree because you don't see it as a wave 3. You say it's a wave 5 because you suck, Elliott. It's not. It's not. Or it could be. I'm not going to say I know everything, but that's a nice parabolic move. So me and Elliott are going to argue. You're not. I'm not going to give you a cookie. It makes perfect sense for that to be a 3. I know she went just a little bit harder than this one. I think it's time for her to pull back. What says you on I'm on the 4-hour time frame. Man, money flow is up there. Stochastics are up at the top. I'm looking at these indicators over here. Stochastics on the BMC. I use them on here because it just saves space. It's actually a good indicator. You got 5 indicators just all squished together right there, and it's the free version on TradingView. Unless you want to pay $1,500 a year for the real one, I don't know, $500, $15, whatever. Definitely a nice strong move here. Definitely. Why do I feel like we got more information here? Actually, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, A, B, whatever. That's how so we had a little 5 wave here, but it didn't do it like this little normal ABC correction. So now you have to count this as your 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave. It's weird. No wonder they're so confused all the time. I'm not dissing Elliott Wave too much. It's just, you gotta admit, man. I mean, I still like patterns. Patterns are always there, man. They're always going to be your friends, and they're always going to give you some insight. And just the measurement from this pattern by itself will take us up to this target. Right around 14 cents right there. I'm going to roll with that. So from this point, we should get a pullback, probably back down to this area. And if you're in this, hope that sticks. Because if it doesn't, then it'll come back into this pattern, and you'll be looking at that at 8.5 cents. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Lots of different ways we can look at this. We got an ascending triangle here. We can also take it. This is all done. Why are we going back and doing this? Just to see. We got a massive move and a break out of that point and give you a target, which it blasted through. But at least it gave you something to shoot for that it actually did hit though, right? At 11 cents. That's the magic area that I foresee us coming back to test. Isn't that interesting how that looks out? I think it's psychology and geometry. That's what trading is. Some kind of weird alchemy mix of the two. Bearish divergence playing there. She's getting a retest. She's coming down. Good chance to get back in. Hey, Sam. Sam says, I think it's from South Korea. They probably never would have made it out of North Korea, so you're probably right. It probably is South Korea.
Shut up while you're ahead, road dog.
It's already 10x for the year. It's got a nice run. Striga says, I sold earlier like most things. Please chart YF. No, is that Wi-Fi or YF1? Is that something different? Is that a typo? One of my coins is YFII, which I haven't charted lately, but it's been doing really good. Striga said, yeah, it's pulled back right to 100K. When you think it's done, it just leaves you in disbelief. That's what TRB did to me. That's what Taylor did to me. I was sold that crap at $23. All right, so why if I'm typing the 1 just to see. Okay, so I guess it's Wi-Fi's typo. Let's look at YFI. She got hit, man, right? She's been down in 7,000. Oh, did you really go back to 65? Dang. I actually had a good trade in this. Well, she's in for, we got, even back here, I haven't looked at this one in a long time, but we had this as a buy zone, and then we had a degen buy zone. We just stretch it out, because that's where we are now, in the degen buy zone. I mean, if things go real crappy, look here. And, well, that seems to be where we're at right now. Let's update all this. When was this? November when I was looking at this? Running from swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. I can put my face in, put my face in, put my face in. If things go south, which looks like they are, we might be seeing 61.38 out of this little guy again. Sucks to say that. Carry on this trend line. We need to zoom out. We need to get to the daily here. It's a WikiWik trend line, so that means, well, it's been holding there. We just carry it on, and maybe that'll give us some support there. It's a trend line we've been following. Let me get rid of our Fibonacci there. Get our screen blown up so we can kind of see it. So, degen buy zone. Yeah, well, we're going to switch a little degen buy zone. We move? The eye moves. To rock down here in this area. Actually, we may not get there. And let me show you what's positive here. The positive stuff is this trend line that we've been bouncing off of, right? But we also got this we're on the daily chart, so this one holds some weight. Bouncing off the 200 moving average. 100 moving average has already crossed it. It's the second powerhouse here. Is both of these, the strongest momentum is still going in the right direction overall. It's just the little stragglers here, the 50, the 21, and the 9 moving average that are just kind of, you know, they're out trying to party and just being young and stupid and all this other stuff. Yeah. The older ones, the more mature ones, are putting away for their future and going to the ups. You know, the momentum is headed up. Just got to bring the crazy ones back into the program here. Not the greatest trend line that you can draw here on this shape until you start getting to this lower stuff. So we got that as pressure we got to break out of. I'm going to bring in our dear friends here. Get Lucy's opinion on this. Hey, Lucy. Lucy. I love Lucy. No, don't say that. Don't say, you don't know who Lucy is then. I can't find Lucy. Lucy, you're here. There's Lucy right there, right in the middle of it. For those of you who do not know who Lucy is, Lucy found me by accident because I just noticed that she's got her fingers in this market. That is the devil's moving average, the 666 moving average. And if you don't think this applies to these markets, well, then you got something common. Because she's just been holding price down on YFI for a long time. That's the culprit. So just gotta wait for YFI to appease the devil there and break above the devil. It'll come. It'll come. You can't hold us down forever. But man, she's been beaten down. When we zoom out here and just kind of look at the bigger time frames, let's get rid of Lucy there. Lucy, where's your off button? Is that you? That's you. This red line right here, the 236 Fibonacci that we pulled at some point. That is our accumulation zone that we're in. Now we broke above it very strongly there, but we bounced back into it, so yay. Can we see some more of this, months of this sideways? Probably. Is that going to be fun? Probably not. But eventually we're going to bounce off. We got a chance to bounce off this orange trend line here sometime, but as you can see, we've been riding it for a long time. And we'll continue to ride it in this area until we get up and can hold above 11,000. So long-term hold, yeah. We're getting a pullback in our altcoins, people. What's coming? These next 2 weeks are not going to be pretty for altcoins, but they can give you some very good places to jump in on some of these altcoins. A very good opportunity to build some positions in some altcoins that you missed out on. Those ones that got away from you. They're like, The trick is to make sure you're looking at the right ones that went up for the right reasons, that weren't just hyped, because they'll get you. they'll be take them a long time to realize those previous highs again. Labs Priest. I must have missed that one. Sorry about that. We did CTI and then Labs. Labs I still like. It's taken it a while, but I'm still looking at a possible head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder pattern for Labs. Looks like, did she break trend line? Did you break the trend line? Did you hurt yourself? So she broke this trend line, not too happy about that. She's under the non-moving average. It looked horrible. You got your golden cross here telling you at the next pullback, you need to jump in. Or at least that's how I explain it. When you see the 50, let me get my lines off of here. 50 moving average is the blue one, the yellow one's the 200. And when you see those cross, that's the golden cross, which is a buy signal. The way I explain it is, doesn't mean buy now, but it means buy the next dip. And after that, she dipped down to where she is, came up, and we're back down at that area again. We've got this red Ichimoku cloud over here just begging for us to go back in, and I see a bear trap possibly happening. But if this level does not hold, are we dipping down? There's some good things going on. I mean, the golden cross is good, and that should be a solid buy signal. We just got to find where she's going to bottom out at. Other indicators look like they're wanting to try to drive her down a little bit more. Or if this area does not hold, or if we come back up here and bounce and come down to another area, that's the first place I'm going to look. Short term. That's coming in. That's also coming in with this area over here, which is a support resistance area. Okay, so that's even. So I got a fib and a major key support resistance area right there. And as a last resort here, I'm going to pull out this 886 Fibonacci for this whole move as a possible bottom retracement. And so if what I did before confused you, don't worry about it, skip it. But what I'm doing right now is a good thing to learn. And that's where you're zooming out and you're taking a look at that whole move. Swing low to swing high with the Fibonacci. And for a move like this, when the market starts getting real bearish all of a sudden, like what it is now, everybody's starting to get scared, people selling out and all this other stuff, and bad, when we're getting a nice big correction out of Bitcoin for your altcoins and stuff, I want to keep that one that I put on there though. I'll get another one. Pulling back to the 886 Fibonacci, and it's hard to see on mine because I got it colored so dark. It's purple right here. But that Fibonacci, you got a 786. That's the first good bottom area, but you always want to leave room for that little 886 because when things get bad, that's where she's likely to go. And that's 0.002687. So we might be seeing a pullback there, but know that these areas right here, 786 and 886, those are reversal areas. So we're looking for some bottoming patterns to form here, maybe some inverted head and shoulders, some things like that to start forming here. And you may start seeing them form a little bit better on the 4-hour time frames, things like that. Just, it'll look a lot like this. It looks like it's trying to do this right now. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Maybe it can, but I'm just saying. Down here. As a reminder, let me pull this over here. It's just easier for me this way. As a reminder, the full 10 billion labs is in circulation as of October 23. Most websites are not updated yet for this info and say something like only 2.3 billion circulating, but that's not the case. Okay. So if the full amount's out there, that's actually kind of cool for its future. At least, we get an honest price value without things going up and then being suddenly dumped down by token unlocks. Here's one that actually is up that we've been looking at. Good old pond. Am I got the right one? I don't think I got the right one. That one looked like it was up too. Is this it? Maybe it was the right one. Pond. Pond. Yeah. I remember what it was like looking like this and stuff, you know, and we're saying thing about these patterns are that you bounce off the walls, man, and it just doesn't, you know, seems crazy until that happens. And it reaches a target of 0.02188. Target. The sad thing is that once we reach this one, where do we go to? Well, we start eyeballing this one down here. Will we hit it? That's going to be interesting, will we? It's where it's going to want to go. This want to go back to 0.015 cents a half, penny and a half. It may not make it all the way back there. It may do a partial decline. Drop about halfway down through here, find this area of support, maybe drop 20%. What was that, about 17 and a half, or one, I'm sorry, 0.0175-ish. That's likely to happen. I would be looking for that, for it to fall back to these areas. But, you know, she could have a big 30% drop in this. So this is definitely the taking profit, pay yourself period here. But don't sell yourself too short. Oh, that's got the best touches right there, but she might have she might actually have a little bit more gas in her tank there. Let's take a look. She definitely could have some gas in her tank. Do you see what money flow is just coming up like crazy on this? So even though she hit my gorgeous target, nailed it, I'm going to move one up. She may have another leg up to about 0.024, because Ichimoku Cloud says, baby, I ain't ready to stop rolling yet. I'm just going. So Pond, what is making you so freaking bullish right now? Why is everybody pounding into you when everything else is going down? What's your secret? That crazy, y'all. That unheard of. That it's not unheard of. It's just a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5. Man, she's gonna get a correction at some point, and just depending on where she falls, she can just no. But she may have a little bit more to go there. Either way, you need to be paying yourself. Let's give her that measured move because, well, she's already hit. But basically on the bigger picture of things, this place at 3 cents, she's eventually got to get up there, work her way up there, and then tag it and say, plant her flag there and say, man, I'm here. Let's rock and roll. Because if she doesn't do that, we're going to be in accumulation. So one possibility I want to throw by you while we're on the daily here, since we are in this accumulation zone. Remember a lot of the patterns we look at this channel, we talk about, oh man, yeah, the butt crack. Yeah, what she's doing a butt crack and doing a double bottom accumulation there. Just throw that out there. You don't want to ride that down. So good idea to pay yourself when you can. You know, always buy back in. Sam. Well, hopefully, Sam, you can pick up something and then you don't need me anymore and just hang out because, I don't know. My sense of humor? Jeez. My wife does not think I'm humorous at all. Says, nobody's laughing, you're not funny. My wife got me this because I usually drink out of water bottles, right? Which, speaking of, but she was concerned about, I guess, some stuff in the news is coming back out about the PBAs or whatever and the plastic water bottles. So she got this. She got me this to protect my ovaries. Good looking out, because I don't want anything to happen to my ovaries. How's old Jupe with that big old airdrop everybody's been talking about the day? I didn't get nothing because I didn't use it before November 23rd because it wasn't offered. I was using, what hot wallet was I using? SafePal. Using SafePal. It doesn't work with Jupiter. So you see how these things kind of tie in together a little bit? Certain wallets work with certain sites and partnerships and things. It's kind of interesting. Even though, ironically, I started that out on the Phantom wallet. Seed phrase, I believe. But I do have a Phantom wallet. I've been using Jupiter. Maybe you can qualify for the next airdrops that they have. They'll have more. If you missed it, don't worry about it, man. And any of you guys with the Cosmos ecosystem, there's one called Stride that's also doing that. You need to check on that one like every few weeks because that's a continual airdrop. You got to keep going back and getting more. So don't let that one expire on you. They just trickle out a little bit. You got to keep going back and getting more on that one. So Jupiter, 49 cents. Looks like a good place. If it can hold. More than 1 hour, and that does have some confluence there. If that does not hold, we're looking for about 18-cent Jupiter. And that's just using the moving average, 5 moving average strategy, because another great thing. They're fanned out there really nice. It got off to a great start. And that's just how it works, man. That's how the strategy works. Price will drop below the 9 and we'll come down and play around with the 21. 21 don't hold. We're eyeballing this 50 moving average right here, wherever it may be when price meets it. And right now I'm kind of calculating around 18, 19 cents. And we just kind of play ping pong between these until we figure out how low that we're going to go and where we're going to bounce. Now, if we lose the 50, we're probably got a good shot. Well, they just go in order, really. 100 down to the 200. And it's a pretty dang reliable strategy. But Jupiter, let's see, we looked at Pond, we looked at that. CKB is another one that's been up. This Nervos network. It seems to have something going for it right now. I see what's going on here. Zoom out. Oh, we got a trade set up on this little guy. Had one? Did one? Maybe I don't know, man. I don't remember looking at this one lately. Looks like we called it maybe a pump up, so this may be hold, and it looks like it may have gotten stopped out, but then blew to the upside. I don't know. I'm not trading this one actively. I don't trade everything that I show in this show, but dang, I mean a lot of them as holds. Nice little bounce there. Now we got this little guy. Now we can fill in the price action. See what we got for a bigger pattern here. We had that. Short term anyway. From here, you could also look at it like this, so why not? Both are very bullish patterns. The megaphone right here, let me get this out of the way. Megaphone has a 60% chance to break to the upside, right? Double check my numbers there, yeah. Rising Wedge does not have a 60% chance to break to the upside. It's got about a 40% chance. Either way, when it does, when either one of them do, you can usually expect some parabolic action to come from that. So we're going to zoom out just a little bit more here. Are you getting ready to pull one over on us? You look extremely bullish when everything else doesn't. You've got a green dot on your 3-day chart with your indicators headed like a rocket ship to the upside. What's up with you, man? All this volume, what's up, man? There's been tremendous volume coming into Nervo's network. Something is afoot, enough to make it bullish when everything else is bearish. Enough to make me think about, man, maybe I need to take a bigger look at this little guy. Holding above the 3-day 200 moving average. Getting ready to get some crosses there. Ichimoku Cloud looks like it's just ready to... It looks like it's having an orgasm is what it looks like. I don't mean to be... But I mean, she's highly excited. Candle close is not above that though. That's interesting. What do we got going on here? You're looking really strong. Are you trying to go parabolic? We could look at this as a bear trap and then yeah, a good chance to do that. You're out. Okay, easiest thing is this was our accumulation. We're at 0.0045. If it comes down to 0.0038, that's definitely a bargain in my personal opinion. I think we can see that retest these areas again, so no need to do FOMO, but if you are looking at this, trying to build a position, I mean, wouldn't hurt to nibble. You know, you can DCA to build positions in these bottom areas here. When we zoom out on this one, for the whole big side, we're this whole zone right through here, 0.007. Anything under that is accumulation for the much bigger move. And let's just say that's the average buy price, almost double from where we are now. And we go up to meet that last high there. Well, it's almost a 5x, 400% gains. Got the 100% you started with. So she's making a nice double bottom there. And we've got a measure move target up here at about 0.0114. Should that confirm and hit that target. So it's got some nice levels to hit. She almost came up near this one. That one being yellow tells me it's a 618. Just came a little shy, but I'm gonna have to do a little bit more homework on this one. Let's see what how you're rated over here. Error, Real Robinson. Oh no, don't do it. Oh my gosh, come on, dudes. Yeah, whatever, come on, let's go, baby. What's the next 100x coin? Astrobot is thinking. Squirrel. I have found the answer to your question using the Tokenmetrics and analysis. Please note that I cannot provide personalized investment advice, but I can share Tokenmetrics data and analytics with you. According to Tokenmetrics, the next potential 100x coin is BTHOR. BTHO. All right, well, cool. I want to find out a little bit more about CKB. Why are you hot? Nervo's network. Strong buy for trader. Duh. Nice buy for investor. Nah, valuation grade, what? Fundamental grade's got 71%. She's got that in technology grade 76. Those are very respectable levels. Scenario analysis. Is this the dominant? Oh, the dominance thing. If it gets up to this dominance, then this way you could expect this price on that stuff. AI-based technology report. Okay. This is a project that offers blockchain infrastructure with a focus on scalability and security, as indicated by the technology. GitHub repository has a total of 5 commits. While the absolute number of commits may be seen low, the percentile score of 1 indicates that the project is significantly higher in development activity compared to other similar projects. Okay. There's probably some news going on about this one that I am not aware of, but something's making you pump high and there's a lot of volume coming in. You're a hot coin right now. I think I've got just a little nibble of you before. Do I need to look at trying to build a bag in you is what I'm wondering. Bearish divergence here on the 24 minute and on the 1 hour. So, you got that. Dog with hat. Woo-wee. Well, I think that she was back at bargain prices right back down here at 21, 22 cents. Look at that. Let's see if we can get some more price action here. There we go. It almost looked like a double bottom there. Maybe it is. Maybe you can hold this support, or maybe you will fall back down like a falling wedge, like a rising wedge will. Dog with hat. You are broken on a 618 Fibonacci line. I cannot allow you to continue to the upside as long as you are below that, my friend. I can only guide you down here to this area. You will have to stay down here around 16 and almost 17 cents. And I'm sorry, those accommodations are not very suitable to you. If you don't like that, you are also more than welcome to come down to 12.6 cents. Perhaps that will be more suitable to your mindset at that time. If you get lost, I have these very delicate trend lines that you can follow so that you'll know how to get down there very safely, my friends. I'll take care of you all the way. Not really liking that. So we had this, we lost that. Then we had this as, oh gosh, please let this hold, and it didn't. So what I like to do when I'm doing these trend lines, called an order of operation, it's just something I do. You're starting out with down here, that's your touches, and you just extend this as it goes, right? And you respect that, especially on the dips there. Broke it here, that's your last line in the sand saying, man, you need to be out of this thing. So you should be out of your trades there, unless you want to just ride the roller coaster down, because you might be one of those S&M freaks that likes that stuff. I don't know. Maybe you like to be whipped. Some people do. I don't like to get my butt beat up. I don't like to see my bank account go, but you know, sometimes they whisper in my ear just right and I just fall right for it. Then you come back up and you retest that trend line. And then you kind of figure out that, well, this is like, well, you got two choices. You got two choices, partner. You're either going to go up, or you're going to go down. You from Texas? Only two things come out of Texas. You got a trend line? It's only two ways you can go with a trend line. Well, that's not right, because technically you could just like go in the middle. Jesus. Security. Security. All right. So we got that. So when we lose that and we start taking on a different trend when this happens, I like to go over here, maybe even here. Well, technically here. Our last touch. And then I want to get that next low, and then I'll start targeting that. We lost that one, so now I go up to this one. And it magically gives us a little bit of hope. And you just track it like that. And this one says, baby, I might have something for you down here. Orca is making me never ever want to go back over there and use that exchange again for some reason. Oh, here I'm on CoinX. Hey, that's one of the exchanges I use. Got a link in below for CoinX. I'm glad to see they're starting to show up on TradingView. That means that they're growing. Cool. Link in the description below. I do use them. They're good for, they're like KuCoin. You do not have to. Let's talk about CoinX. Do I have anything on CoinX? I don't anything made up for them right now. They ask you that you don't have to KYC, okay? You don't. I recommend that you don't. It's nobody's business. You can still use spot. I mean, if you want to try to get into leverage and stuff like that, margin, you know, they do offer margin, spot margin, which I love, and I'm able to do that over there. So if that lets you know anything, but you don't have to KYC. Did I KYC? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. But I can still use margin. Interesting. But it's a good exchange. I like them. I like them, and I like BitUnix. But CoinX does have a lot of the smaller cap coins and stuff, just like QCoin, MEXC. Even some that MEXC don't even. I mean, they can get in them. They can get them. Definitely. Orca, you're disappointing me at $5. You suck, Orca. You coming down to $3.92? That's the only place I'm going to be tempted to buy you because you've already fooled me before with this little lackluster move that you got going on. I know you can do some things. I know you are. You're just going to pull back the 618 fib. It's nothing bad. I'm just getting salty on you. That's all, because I'm tired. I'm tired, Orca. Do something, man. Show me you're going to move up, dude. Come on. She's just being lazy. I don't, it's just, it's not his time. It's respecting this trend line. That's a good sign, man. Let me just put it this way. 1, 2, 3. Maybe quite not up to $20 just yet, but she's working on something big here. It's just taking time. So I'm still holding my Orca, waiting for Orca to do its Orca East things here. But if you break this trend line, I am dumping you like a hot rock. Just so you know where I'm coming from. Capiche? Break that trend line, my faith in you is gone. Hold that trend line. Maybe I'm looking for you to do some damage. Do it, Orca. 6-hour time frame's got money flow overall. You know, moving to the upside. Nice little dump of it right there. Let's zoom out a little bit, see what we look like. What does our bigger time frames look like here? 3-day money flow still in the green. Good. Stochastics are just at the bottom, so eventually the reset and they start going up. Kind of leads to my big bump up theory. She's got some sideways and days of disappointment yet still for us to come. No. Mm-mm. No. We're not doing this below the 200 moving average thing, Orca. We're stopping that right now. No. Ain't gonna happen. Coming down to the 4 hours, see what we got here. Listen, I know the market's down, baby. I know, I understand. But you don't have to be. That's your personal choice that you're making right there. You can either go with the flow and just die like all the other little coins are just going to, or are you like, find some support here, dig your heels in the ground and say, no, man, I'm standing my ground right here. You did really good over here. Well, you don't need to change your mind, man. I'm telling you. Listen, the daily is supporting you. The daily is saying that you can do this. Well, why are you being such a I almost said something that. Why are you being such a wussy over here on the smaller time frames? You straighten up your game. Daily says it's got your back. All this 1 hour below the 200 moving out, you need to cut that crap out. I want to see you bounce over here. turn things around. If you need me to slam your head into the concrete so it will bounce, I will happily oblige. That was not a threat. That was just me offering my personal assistance to help you meet your goals, because the daily says it thinks that you've got a chance. Try to do better, okay? Orca, try to do better. You gotta give it a little bit of a pep talk, but I gotta tell you, man, these indicators look rough. I'm just saying, if you hit it, if she crosses this line, I'm jumping the airplane. I got my parachute in my hand. She crosses this line. If I see her go below 475, I'm bailing. Sorry. True Daredevil, what's up, my man? Glad to have you here. We'll check out API 3. Oh my gosh, what we got going on this chart? Just a bunch of fibbies. Listen, that's the daily chart too. She's doing good. I got a little of this off of a Uniswap a while back, while she would be in these nice little juicy accumulation areas, and now she's trying to get out of these accumulation areas, and I'm telling you, the weekly chart's looking nice. Support resistance flip right here where we wick down to and then we wicked up to. I'm using that swing low to swing high there, identifying our accumulation zones, which we are well out of according to that. Also, for this little move here, this is technically accumulation. We broke above the 618 there, so we got some good strong signs. Things are headed up for API 3. All right, that was the accumulation zone that we've cleared. We have cleared it. Let's see if we might have a higher one for the whole move. We are working on clearing that one now. All right, so these two red lines are kind of important. Anywhere below that means that we're still in accumulation, means sideways boring down, kind of DCA territory is what that is. Once we break above that, baby, it's trading territory. It's like ride this baby to more upside, and we're trying to do that on the weekly. It's looking good on the weekly. And I don't have a candle close above that yet. We got some wicks weakening that area, but it means that we might be able to get in this at 216, maybe, if we get lucky. If we want to get lucky. You feeling lucky, pal? You feeling lucky, punk? Go ahead, make my day. Smaller time frames, 12 hours getting rejected up there. So yeah, with bearish divergence, yeah, I'm looking at this. Retesting this zone about 210, 215. We're currently at 216. I think this one's one that should be put on your radar. From what I'm seeing in the chart, once we get these pullbacks, we break above the zone. I mean, she's going off. Let's get us a target here to shoot for. I mean, 413, that's got to come into play here. 628. $628 looks really cool. I mean, this is weekly chart here. They're talking about weeks and months away from here after ups and downs, but getting in about 212, nibbling in there, or just DCAing through this whole period here. If we don't break above it, as she comes down, DCA, but it looks like she's trying to clear that. If she clears this, wow. So I'm liking what I'm seeing for API. All right, guys, the time is now 11:47. Trying to keep these streams to about an hour. We're a little bit over, no problems. Just so they'll be a little bit more watchable for most people. But I thank you for hanging out with me. If you can, if you get any benefit at all out of this show, or just like to hang out and see all the stupid stuff that I do, because I do silly, stupid stuff and say dumb stuff all the time. Hit that like button.
Been hitting that like button. I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I have to say, I have to agree with Ben when he was, talking about all that stuff. It's hard. And the like buttons, he was talking about that. He's not getting enough people hitting his like buttons. That's what really helps the channel. He's talking about quitting his live streams and starting just to make videos because, I don't know, is he dropping in viewership and stuff? I don't know what he's working with. Keep him in my prayers. Hopefully he'll find his direction. But God bless you all. Keep God in your life, and you won't be tempted to go down some of these paths that lead us to a lot of trouble. But trade safely, trade wisely. See you tomorrow night. We discuss what they're planning to do to us on the weekend. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you. And as I sit here and try to find our the right button.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on.
I do too.
You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet eye off the ground, you hit no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you was really was about your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Captain Lane speaking, and wishing you safe travels to your crypto destination.